Hi guys, welcome back to It's Furrow's World. So today I have a story time video for you guys. So this is like an impromptu video because I wasn't even planning on talking about this topic, but something happened to me and it was kind of traumatic. Like I thought I was going to die. I could have died. In the moment I didn't think I was going to die, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like I could have died. Like the car, I looked at the car and I'm like I could have been dead. But so basically I stayed home today because I had some stuff to take care of in the apartment. So my husband went to work, I stayed home, and I was working from home. So on our street, we have like a street parking rule thing where like one side is for the Friday side and one side is the Thursday side. So on the Thursday side, they clean at a certain time, and same thing with the Friday side. So we were parked on the Friday side, so usually on Thursday we moved a car to the Thursday side so that we don't get a ticket when they clean the car, and they always have the cleaning in the middle of the day, so you have to like move your car from the day before or early in the morning. So my husband said, oh, can you please just move the car for me please, because when he gets home it's later, and then it's harder to find parking in the area than me if I did it in the middle of the day. So I'm like, fine, I'll do it. So 1 o'clock comes because I think the street cleaning was from 11:30 to 1. So 1, I go out there, like I already have my face done up because I was gonna do a video, but I wasn't sure what video I was gonna do. So I had my makeup on. I just put on like some gym like pants and like a shirt and my jacket, and I went out there and it was actually kind of warm. So I go out there and I go in the car and I just do like a 3-point turn to the other side. So I'm like, there's already a bunch of spots there, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna park right here. So I just parked, and then I realized that I was too close to I'm too far from the curb. So I'm like, okay, I gotta do this again. So I come out and I back up, and then I get out again. I'm like, oh man, I'm still too far. So I come up, and when you go and you go in front of the car or next to the car in front of you to start to back up like that. So I go up next to that car to back up, and I start coming back, but then I realize, no, I'm not coming right. So I go back up, and then a guy just like hits me, sideswipes me into the car that I'm next to. So I'm like, oh my god. And those like flower shop cars, like the cars that those flower shops use to deliver flowers or cakes, those vans, those white plain vans, that's the type of car that hit me. And we have a Jeep Grand Cherokee, like a 2001. Like if we didn't have that type of car, or if we had a like a smaller car, like I would have been like, seriously. And I'm not even sure if I had like my seatbelt on, because I was just like backing up into this space. Like I can't remember if I did or not, but I think I did. But I was backing up, and he just hit me so hard. Like when they say that your life flashes before you, like that did not even happen. It was too quick for that to happen. Like when he hit me, I was holding on to the steering wheel so much, like, so because I didn't want to go like this and hit my head or something. But that moment felt like eternity, like eternity. I didn't think about anything. I was just like, oh, I can't believe this is happening right now. So then can you believe that he didn't even stop? He didn't even stop. Dude did not even stop to see if I was alive. And then there was some construction workers working like a few cars down, and they were looking to see if I was okay, and they came over. I was like, oh my god, like, oh my god. I was like freaking out. I'm like in the car like, ugh. So they're like, oh, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, do you see the guy? Like, did he stop or down there? He was like, no. Like, we saw him slow down because he had a flat tire, and then he kept going. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, he didn't stop? He didn't stop? What if I die? Like, what if I die? He wouldn't even care. And I don't know if he had the flat tire beforehand or after, like, we hit into each other. So they ended up leaving after they found out I was okay, and I'm just like, literally, I'm just like, oh my god, I don't want to tell my husband right now. Like, he is gonna get so mad, because lately we've been having so many issues with this car, like having to pay for things back to back. Like, and the other day, like someone like broke into our car and stole our radio, so they shattered our window. Like, I have a video about that. And you know, I just didn't want to bring any more problems to my husband, and so I was just like, oh my god. But I ended up calling him, like, babe, I got into a car accident. And he's like, oh my god, are you okay? What happened? What's wrong with the car? Like, you know, after he found out I was okay, he was just like, how is the car? Like, you know, is it really bad? I'm like, it's bad, but it's not, it's drivable. But because the front of the car was like, the fender was half like falling off, and then the side where the metal covers the wheel was like crushed in on him. Like, oh my god. Like, he's just like, you know, what happened? I just told you to go across the street, you know, to move the car from point A to point B. And I'm like, I know, I'm so sorry. Like, what did I do? Oh my god. Like, I'm freaking out. And I'm like crying. I'm like, what do I do, babe? In like 8-9 years of me driving, I've never like had an accident or anything. And the thing is, me just trying to park from one side to another, I get into an accident. It was even me driving down the street. So I'm like freaking out. So, you know, I'm freaking out so much that he's like, calm down, tell me what's going on. I'm like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, he's like, calm down, just tell me what happened. I'm like, I can't talk to you. So I hang up on him. And then I call my mother, of course. You know, we call our mother for everything, no matter how old we are. So I'm like, Mommy, I got into a car accident, blah, 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 blah. They hit me into another car. And she's like, oh my god, are you okay? Oh, you okay? I'm like, yes, I'm okay. She's like, that's all that matters. That I was like, I don't want to. She was like, you need to call the police. I'm like, no, but if I call the police, then Ian's mom's insurance is gonna go up, because our insurance is under his mom. So, and she lives in Florida, so we have Florida plates. So I'm like, no, but our insurance is going to go up and stuff like that. I don't want that to happen, because then we're going to end up having to pay the difference. And she was like, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about that. All that matters is that you're okay. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay, all right, I'm going to call them. So I call them. I'm like, oh, I've been in an accident. Please come. You know, and they're like, where are you? What happened? Is anyone hurt? I'm like, no, it's just me. The person that hit me drove off. I don't know what, you know, they're gone. So I'm like, you know, I'm still crying, like, oh my god, like, I don't want him to be mad at me, I don't want to do it. And my mother was like, relax, just relax. Like, because I called her back after I called the police, and I said, oh, I called the police, blah, blah, blah. So I called them. After I called them, I went downstairs to like get the insurance ready and the registration and my license. So I'm waiting. Can you believe these people took 45 minutes to come? 45 minutes. So when they come out all slow, like with their glasses, like their sunglasses on. Did you call for police? I'm like, yes. Like, how long ago did you think this happened? I'm like, 45 minutes ago when I called. So they're like, oh, what happened? I'm like, this guy sideswiped me and I went into another car and he never stopped. And he was like, okay, well. So he looked at my car and then he went to the car that was parked and said, okay. So they went back to their car. It was two of them, a female and a male. So they went back to the car. They took another 25 minutes to write the incident report and the accident report. So they wrote that up, and then, you know, while they were doing that, my super in the building comes by. He's like, oh, what happened to you? He's like Italian. He's like, what happened to you? Yeah, I'm like, somebody hit me, you know, he's like, oh my god, that happens all the time. Like, that happened last week. Someone came out and their car was on top of the sidewalk, and then there was another time when a car was on top of the sidewalk that someone hit him, I think in the middle of the night, and it sped off. Like, because our street curves, so sometimes when people are coming fast, they don't see that there's a car around the bend and go just crash into them, or they're drunk or whatever. So he's just like, you know what, I think I have a camera, and the camera might show you know what happened. So he goes to the cop and he's like, oh, I think I have a video. So the cop is like, the cop is coming to me to give me the incident report and tell me what to do after they leave or whatever. So he's like, I think I have it. And then she was like, oh, you know, if there's a video, then when you call the precinct, just let them know so they can investigate it, because maybe they can get the license plate from the video. So I'm like, oh, great. Like, if I get the license plate, if they find out the license plate, then, you know, the insurance will find out who it is, and you know, we don't get, our insurance won't go up because of it. So I'm like, yes, yes. So after they leave, the police leave, I have my incident report, whatnot. I go inside to with the super, because he has, like, in the basement, he has the video, like, the, you know, the continuous video going. So he goes back, I'm like, check to 1:30, like, I came out 1:30, I believe. So he checks and he sees me on the video going out, and then in a minute he sees me doing the 3-point turn like I said I was doing. And then all of a sudden you see a van coming, like exactly at the moment where I was coming out, and he stops it right there. He's like, yo, got him, yo, got him. So he's like, you got him. So I'm like, he's like, call the precinct right now, right now. So I call the precinct, and they're like, oh ma'am, you just have to wait a few more hours because your accident report is not, your incident report and accident report isn't, like, registered yet. It takes a little while. So I'm like, okay. So he's like, well, write down the time, because you see that we can go, like, when they investigate, they can go back and see that it's there, that this time in this place, so they can maybe. And I was just like, how can they see it? Like, you can't even see the license plate. The license plate looks so small. So he's like, oh, have you not seen CSI or something like that? They can enhance the video to get the numbers. They can do it. They do it on TV. So I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Like, I'm so glad you have this video, like, because I never knew that they had the camera outside pointing both ways, like down this side and this side from the building. So I'm like, thank God for this video. Oh my God, this could save my behind, and hopefully the insurance company will be able to see the video and not increase the insurance. So now I have the police report over there. Like, literally this happened like a few hours ago. And I think I'm gonna call tomorrow, and I have to call the super and find out how I can get a piece of that video with the part that I'm in, so I can show them at the police station. And I still have to wait for the guy that I hit into to contact me. I'm sure he's gonna be like pissed, but he's fortunate because his car was not that bad at all. I was just like, I don't know how my car is so jacked up and his car looks fine. I guess they're making the newer cars better now. I don't know. But basically, that is my story time. I know it's so crazy, but the moral of the story is that you never know. You could wake up and lose your life at any moment. So cherish it, because you never know what could happen. Live life like it's your last day. So I hope you guys like this story time. And if you want more story times, just put it in the comments. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thank you guys for watching. Check out my previous video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.